On the 30th of June 1998, Bonny Baker was a 47-year-old woman and Denver, Colorado resident. She lived in an apartment with her boyfriend, Crespin Nene-Perez. They met each other at their workplace, which was called the Fort Restaurant, which was located in Morrison. She received a promotion for never calling in sick and spent the night out partying with friends at a place in Golden to celebrate. Her boyfriend, however, got sacked a month earlier after missing work. The revellers celebrated by drinking and dancing, but as soon as her boyfriend arrived, he started fuming from jealousy after seeing her dancing with other partygoers in the living room. Nene-Perez looked like he had taken illicit substances, and his eyes were glazed and red, and he was full of rage. He started eyeing everyone off. Baker's last words were to her friend, "It will be better if I just go now, or it will be worse," and the pair were witnessed leaving the party early together after the situation became heated. At around 8 p.m, an anonymous woman rang the authorities from a payphone to report that a man had taken a woman's life in an apartment along West Louisiana Avenue. She said he was driving to Mexico in a red vehicle with Colorado license plates. She said he had a woman's body in the back of the car and will be dumping the body somewhere along the way. When police arrived at the apartment for a welfare check, there were no signs of a struggle and no one was to be found. The next day, Nene-Perez's car was involved in a single vehicle collision near Globe, Arizona, but he fled the scene on foot. His car was impounded and blood was collected from the trunk as evidence. On the 31st of July the following year, two boys went horseback riding in the remote part of Navajo tribal grounds in New Mexico when they stumbled across a human skull. They brought it to the attention of the authorities, and after searching the area, the investigators found more skeletal remains. Despite the find, the results of an autopsy on how the person passed away remained inconclusive. In October of 2012, Denver cold case detective Kenneth Claus was assigned the case. He called an FBI agent in New Mexico to discuss Baker's disappearance. DNA samples from the remains were sent to the Denver crime lab for forensic testing and matched known samples that had come from Baker. On the 4th of April 2013, the female caller, whose relationship to the pair had not been revealed by the authorities, came forward, admitting that she was the person who called 911 the night Baker disappeared. The caller said she cleaned out the couple's apartment before the authorities arrived. She told the detective that broken glasses and plates covered the floor and the kitchen table was overturned. She also gave a description of the red vehicle, which was a geoprism, and its license number plate. Nene-Perez told the woman that night, "I know you don't like Bonny. Something bad happened to us. You'll never have to see Bonny again, because I'm going to make her disappear." A witness also identified Nene-Perez as the driver from a photo lineup. Based on the further rounds of witness interviews and forensic DNA testing, it was concluded based on that evidence that there was sufficient grounds to arrest Nene-Perez. A warrant was then issued for his arrest, but he was living in Mexico at the time. The extradition to Colorado didn't happen until just recently. Prosecutors said her body was left in a shallow grave within about a day of her disappearance. A preliminary hearing in the case was held at the Denver court on the 27th of January 2021, and he faces charges for abducting and taking Baker's life.